today, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. The London Black Knights taking on the New York Giants. EA.
It's the first weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it.
Why are we doing this?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Throwing Jones. Once again, he finds Slayton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. On 2nd and 9, Jones. Catch made by Slayton.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Two things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete. On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Derrick Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Henry running right. 1st down and much more for Henry. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A first look now for Darrington Evans. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand,
touchdown! Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Black Knights have taken the lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking for Shepard deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 4 yards remain for second down. Running from the gun with Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're going to look to throw. Caught by Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And this one is right through. And that will knot us up at 10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Possession switching back to the New York Giants.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. Jones throwing on 1st down.
A quick pass here. He's got Shepard.
Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. On 2nd and inches. Jones completes it to Evan Ingram. And he will take it on in. Touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Man open, here is Jones. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Black Knights are an extra point away from evening this one up. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Out for the PAT, here's McGinnis. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it a 2nd down. From the gun, Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Jones signaling, let's go, trying to get his guys up to the line. Now Jones to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And Gano's kick is right through. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Getting set to go again on offense. We get a peek at Julio Jones now. And they've got to figure out how to stop some of the highlights that we're seeing on the screen here.
And what it feels like, he's going to say it doesn't matter what you put out here. I am having a big-time performance.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A first down carry for Henry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Off play action. Jones. That'll be. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Back to throw again. Gets it quickly to Galladay. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And a short gain down to about the 33. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Jones going right side. He finds Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Atkins. Touchdown, Giants! A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Giants add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the... Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I champion can have running back in their background.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They'll run on first down. Henry. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to... Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Azeez Ojulari showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. They'll try the right side with Henry. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. This will be caught by Brown. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Anthony Fertzer, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Black Knights are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 12. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to lead to a third down. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Jones throw here taken in by Ingram. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. To throw is Jones. Open man is Galladay, complete.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Barkley. Barkley, a first down and more. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. As he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Extra point try good by Gano, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Kareth White on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Giants, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.
that Mile High in Denver. It's week 4.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in April, the rookie from Clemson, Trevor Lawrence.
And he is hot, hot, hot. Yeah, okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw one interception in the last game.
But 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, that's the offset you want.
I say bench him. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
You are tough, Coach. I thought the ratio was if you got to 3-to-1, your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5-to-1.
And a win.
And a win? Yeah, just let him keep throwing it.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 122 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain, but offensive line really in sync.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Lawrence to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. They'll be led by the second-year man from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the #1 thing he does best is tackle.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He will find the rookie from Purdue. That's Rondale Moore.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Tua's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Play action. Now it's Tua. To Barkley on the check down. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. This one caught by Isabella. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 112 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on them.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Tua going to throw. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence to throw. And Waller taking it in over the middle. So for Trevor Lawrence, listen, the hype, the buzz, whatever you want to call it, it just surrounds this guy. One of the most highly regarded draft picks of the last decade or two. What do you think defenses are going to throw at him here in his rookie season?
Well, I think all the edge rushers can't wait to get a shot at him, especially his rookie year, because they want to see if he can handle the pressure when they come at him. But I think defensive coordinators, they know that he's well-schooled and he's very intelligent. They want that pressure on him. They'll throw those normal blitzes. They also want to throw combo coverages in the secondary to see if he can read them.
The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Now a run with Akers. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Lawrence. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 16.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. He's got long over the middle, complete.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Lawrence going to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Quick slant to Brown.
And down he goes, but he takes